Today, we live in an era known as the Anthropocene. This means that us humans are the main drivers of changes in the Earth's ecosystems. The biggest change caused by us is climate change. While we are the cause of climate change, we are also the solution. But to combat it, we need all hands on deck. With this, we would like to welcome you to the climate action training for the fashion industry. As part of their wider commitment towards sustainable garment and textile supply chains, this training is funded by the German government and developed jointly with the United Nations Fashion Charter for Climate Action. During this course, you will learn about the impacts of the fashion industry on climate change and what tools there are to assess your production footprint. More importantly, you will get to know a range of emission reduction measures for your factories, because your action matters. Why is addressing climate change so important?
There is ample evidence that our climate is changing in response to human activities. The concentration of greenhouse gas emissions causing climate change is increasing every year with no sign of slowing down. The impacts of climate change are much more severe than previously understood and will impact us all. If we don't take action now, this change will be irreversible.
Currently, the fashion industry is one of the key sectors contributing to climate change, with a large part of the environmental impact coming from the production of textile. Manufacturing process is water-intensive and releases high levels of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. At the same time, our industry is also feeling the effects. Climate risks and challenges, such as electricity and raw material shortages, as well as disrupted supply chains, are indisputably becoming more frequent. This can no longer be ignored by the fashion industry. The increased awareness of sustainable fashion has created various global climate targets and commitments by fashion brands to reduce their GHG emissions along their supply chain. For suppliers and manufacturers, this is an important time to join brands in driving climate action.
Thinking of carbon emissions or pollution typically evokes the image of smoke-filled cities or coal plants, not the clothes and shoes you are wearing. Yet after agriculture and big oil, fashion is, with its many impact on people and planet, one of the most polluting industries in the world. It directly contributes to climate change, and we are already experiencing some of these consequences firsthand.
Sustainable fashion goes beyond green materials. Real sustainable fashion also has sustainable supply chains. To reach this goal, fashion brands, manufacturers, distributors, and retailers need to work together to create low-carbon supply chains to become part of the solution. For the fashion industry, climate change has led to devastating impacts from cotton crop failure, delay in transportation, and effects on the livelihood and health of the factory's workforce. We have the tools needed for meaningful climate action in the fashion industry. What we need now is for all the players in the fashion value chain to step from ambition to action.
To transform the fashion industry, we need climate action at every step of the way, and most importantly, on the factory level. We need to reduce the environmental impact from all our activities, including production, assembly, logistics, material selection, and so on.
And this is just one of the many beginnings. Things are changing within the industry, with more ambition and leadership taking place.
Being actively involved gives us a better chance to shift the industry. Multi-sectorial initiatives will be key to get results to minimize the environmental impacts fashions and textiles have. That is why we recognize the importance of industry collaboration through key engagements such as the UNFCCC that helps outline the direction needed for the industry to reduce supply chain emissions. we would like to invite you to participate in the Climate Action Training course that aims to provide you with 4 key elements. 1, a better understanding of climate change. 2, what role you play. 3, how you can address decarbonization. 4, the actions you can take to improve your facility's environmental performance and meet client expectations.
Let's get started and move from ambition to action. This course will provide you with everything you need. We wish you a lot of success on your journey to reduce emissions and build a sustainable fashion business.